Everybody, I changed my YouTuber name to Quicksilver Gamer, so yeah, that's why the title's different. Anyways, I wanted to go over these 4 Magic the Gathering cards I have. I'm trading them for something, so I won't have them for long, but I wanted to just go over them. Anyway, let's start off with these 2 I have. Because with the release of Kaladesh, we received some interesting cards, and they incorporated vehicles and masterpieces into this. But let's get back on topic. Anyway, these are 2 Ether Flux Reservoir cards. Hold on, let me focus the camera so you can see what they do. Trying to see if I can get it to focus. Guess I can't, but let me read them off to you. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life. For each life... Hold on, sorry, let me read that again. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each spell you've cast this turn. Pay 50 life. Ether Flux Reservoir deals 50 damage to target creature or player. And that's amazing. Like, a rare artifact does 50 damage if you gain 50 life. Now, this would be perfect if you were playing, like, a commander deck, so I mostly recommend it for doing that, because then you can just build up to 10 life for any card that allows you to gain life. Then just subtract it all to deal 1 damage to the player. If you're doing it in a 2-on-2, like a 1-on-1 game. Not 2-on-2, sorry. Anyway, the next card I want to talk about is Lost Legacy. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, this one is 4 mana for an artifact. But this one, it's 1 mana and 2 swamps for a sorcery. And here's what this card does. Name a non-artifact, non-card... sorry, I read that wrong. Name a non-artifact, non-land card. Search target player's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of those cards with that name, and exile them. That player shuffles his or her library, then draws a card for each card exiled from hand this way. That's a pretty good one if you're playing a mill deck, because, like, mill decks are basically based upon blue and black mana, and they make you get rid of cards until you have none. And it's basically like if you're playing something with buyback and you get to take an extra turn. But Lost Legacy, it will allow you to deal at least... Well, it doesn't deal damage, but it allows you to name any card that your opponent has in their library. Then you can just name it, and then they're gone. And the final card I want to talk about is these rare lands. Fast lands. Spirebluff Canal. This is the only one I have. Like, this is the only fast land I have, but... Spirebluff Canal enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or fewer other lands. Tap it to add either an island or a mountain to your mana pool. Basically, like, any turn, like, if you're... It's like the fetch lands, but in a... Well, they're similar to fetch lands when Khans of Tarkir came out. Basically, what you can do is that every time it's your turn, you can tap it, it'll become an island, or next turn, you can untap it, and then it'll become a mountain. It's basically if you're, like, 1 mana short of a certain color, and you can get it, like, and as long as you tap and untap it. It's like fetch lands, like, you pay 1 life to search your, like, you sacrifice the land to search your library for either a plains or a forest. And yeah, those are pretty much all the cards from Kaladesh I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys enjoyed this. See ya!